share that?
Actually, my most interesting day during the 7-week fellowship was a day in Washington. I had actually 5 meetings that day, but the first 3 were by far the most interesting. I got up very early, so I went and stood in line in front of the Supreme Court and was able to actually get a ticket and go inside the court to hear an oral argument. So all 9 justices were sitting up, and then there was a very active discussion about the case in hand. So that, for me, was actually very fascinating. Then I walked across the street to the Senate Russell building, and I was able to meet with Senator Webb and Mrs. Webb. And he was going about his business voting. So went from the Senate building, took a little train to the Capitol building, met the senator as he was coming out of the vote, and then took me down to a special room that I guess all senators have in the basement of the Capitol. And had a discussion there, and then he had to go up to vote again, come back down, and then we walked back. So that was the second meeting. The third meeting I had with a former Deputy Secretary of State, a very senior, a very kind mentor to me. So I felt in that half a day in DC, I was able to have a glimpse at the 3 branches of government of the United States. So judicial, legislative, and executive. I felt very privileged to be able to do that, and it certainly makes me appreciate, understand much more about how branches of government here in the U.S. work with each other.
That's great. I mean, I probably could tell you most Americans have not ever been to a Supreme Court. I know I have not, so I need to get that on my list. What piece of advice would you offer future fellows, whether from your country or from your